Most women, when they find their husband with another woman, reach for a tissue. But in this world, a mafia wife reaches for the ledger. Quick cut. Isabella standing over a candlelit table, her face a mask of lethal calm. Marco, the untouchable boss, looks up, his glass of wine trembling. What you're about to see isn't a crime of passion. It's a masterclass in professional liquidation. If you think you know how a betrayed woman reacts, forget everything. Because in the next few minutes, the family is about to get a new boss, and it isn't the man sitting at the table. In the high-stakes world of organized crime, image is everything. Meet Isabella and Marco Valenti. To the public, they are the golden couple of the underworld. To the syndicate, Isabella is the silent partner who keeps the books clean. But tonight, at the city's most exclusive restaurant, Marco made a fatal mistake. He thought he was invisible. He thought his power protected him from the consequences of a public betrayal. He's about to find out that in this life you don't just lose your wife, you lose your empire. The scene is set at Bijou, the very restaurant where Marco and Isabella celebrated their 10th anniversary last month. Marco is tucked into a corner booth, hand in hand with a woman half Isabella's age. It's not just infidelity, it's a public execution of Isabella's dignity. In this world, a mafia wife is more than a spouse. She is a symbol of the organization's stability. By cheating in the open, Marco hasn't just broken a vow. He signaled to every rival in the room that he no longer respects the blood contract that put him on the throne. The immediate conflict is palpable. The restaurant has gone silent. The waitstaff are backing away. The tension is a ticking time bomb. If Isabella screams, she looks weak. If she walks away, she loses her status. She is facing an impossible choice: suffer in silence or risk a war. Isabella doesn't storm in. She doesn't cause a scene. She walks through the dining room with the slow, rhythmic grace of a panther. Every eye in the room is pinned on her black silk dress. Marco sees her. The blood drains from his face, turning him a sickly shade of gray. The mistress, unaware of the maid of honor she's sitting across from, tries to play it off with a smug smile. Isabella reaches the table. She doesn't look at the girl. She looks at Marco. She pulls a chair from the neighboring table and sits. She orders a glass of the most expensive vintage on the menu, on Marco's tab. The dialogue is a whisper-thin layer of ice over a deep ocean. Marco tries the usual lies. It's business, Isabella. You're overreacting. Isabella just smiles, a cold, terrifyingly sharp expression. She lets the silence stretch until the mistress begins to fidget, realizing that the power she thought she held was just a loan from the woman sitting in front of her. The twist. Marco leans in, his voice a low growl. Go home, Isabella. Don't make me handle this the hard way. Isabella sips her wine, then sets the glass down. She reaches into her designer handbag, but she doesn't pull out a weapon. She pulls out a notarized transfer of deed. I'm not here for an apology, Marco, she says, her voice carrying across the silent room. I'm here to thank her. She gestures to the mistress. Because of this public display, Article 4 of our prenuptial blood contract is officially active. Infidelity in the public eye constitutes a morality breach in the syndicate's bylaws. Isabella turns the paper around. While Marco was busy ordering appetizers for his mistress, Isabella was on the phone with the Council of Capos. Because Marco proved he couldn't control his own house, they voted. He's been stripped of his rank. Marco's phone buzzes. Then his bodyguard's phone. The bodyguard, a man who has been at Marco's side for a decade, steps forward and stands behind Isabella. She didn't come to catch him cheating. She came to witness her own promotion. The shocking turn of events wasn't a slap or a shattered glass. It was a total redistribution of power. Isabella walks out of the restaurant, the mistress left with a man who no longer has a name, a bank account, or a security detail. The lesson here is simple. Never mistake a woman's silence for her surrender. In the world of the Valenti family, loyalty wasn't just a sentiment, it was a currency. Marco spent his and Isabella collected the interest. The resolution is absolute. Marco is left at the table, a king without a kingdom, while Isabella drives away in the car he thought he owned, heading to the first board meeting of her new life. That is the ultimate power move. What would you have done in Isabella's shoes? Would you have taken the empire, or would you have walked away for good? Drop your reactions in the comments below. If you want to see more stories where the silent partner becomes the ultimate player, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. We're uncovering the most shocking betrayals and the most brilliant retaliations every week. Don't miss the next one.